Hello, hello, hello. This is Sherilyn Joyce, and we are here just kicking it, talking about you and I. But actually, it's not you and I, it's you, the letter U, and I. Intentional, sorry, it is unscripted and intentional. That's what we're talking about today. We're just talking, and we are unscripted, but yet intentional about what we're going to talk about. And today we're going to talk about what we would do differently if we had to do it again. So,
Yeah.
Cheryl, I'm going to let you kick it off. Turn it over to you.
So, I'm just going on what comes to top of mind first. And I can tell you, I wish I had hired a coach a lot sooner because I got into my sales acceleration coaching probably 15 years before I actually launched my business. And had I hired a coach, I would have known that my zone of genius was what it was way back then, which is coaching. I've always coached. I coached in all of the sales areas that I have worked in. I've coached cross-functional teams to win deals, et cetera, et cetera. And had I had a coach, they probably would have seen my blind spot sooner, and they probably would have supported a vision, a different vision than just, going through my sales process. But I do believe everything happens for a reason. And had I hired a sales coach back then, I wouldn't have had 12 and a half years experience selling for corporate to corporate. So there's that. So it's in the back of my mind, but I do know that everything happens for a reason. What do you think? What would your thing be?
That is true. I do believe everything happens for a reason. And I'm so glad you said that, because I thought about it when I started my business initially. I was doing it because I I was doing so much work that I was doing more work than I was doing for my job. But in starting over again, I did have a coach, but I think, and it was so smart that you did that. But I had a coach, I think, as I stumbled into it. I think I realized, Mike, I think I have a theme of stumbling into things, but I realized that that is the thing that really helps you to propel, because you're learning from someone who's been there, done that, made the mistakes, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes over again. The thing that I think would be different for me, though, is that I would think more about where my heart is and what I love, because I've been with several coaches since then, and spending a lot of money, and it's worth it. I won't say I have wasted any money. It's been well worth it. I am now back to that first coach, because I realized she had what I needed, and that was God. He put me there. You said all things happen for a reason. And now that I'm pivoting in my business, the thing I'm realizing I would do differently is follow my heart. My heart is in arts and ministry and service. And I live in Bermuda now, moved from the States, live in Bermuda, been here over 20 years. And I love Bermuda. And people always talk about coming to Bermuda. And now that's what I'm doing. But I realized, like you said, everything happens for a reason. All the accounting, all the connections, I'm still going to be helping people. I'm still going to help people in the area of finance as well, but I'm going to be helping business people in a different way, maximizing themselves, but not just in their numbers, in life, and just coming to Bermuda and enjoying life. And with that, I will enjoy the artsy part of me, the ministry part of me, all of it coming together. So I think I watch a lot of young people now, and they really follow their dreams and their heart. They don't work just to make a paycheck, which is what I kind of was taught. You had to get a job, you had to come out of school and get a job. And yeah, we have to do that, but in what we love to do. So that's what I think I would have more. I would have followed my heart more so than my head early on.
That's a huge nugget. It really is, because they say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I think that's the way the saying goes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Follow your head versus your heart. I'm sorry, your heart versus your head, and not look to just make a paycheck in anything you do. Because at the end of the day, I hate to say it, that always feels like a grind to me. You know what I mean? It just really feels like, like, and I've been here, that paycheck to paycheck. If I could just get to the Friday after next, and then the Friday after next, and you look up and you're like, why am I focused on the Friday after next? Right.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
yeah. And I love the fact that you said you've gone kind of full circle. And I have to mention this, it matches up. So when I was mindset stepping my way through things, I started with mantras that replaced the negative self-talk in my head, like, oh, I can't do it, I'm not sure. And I would put a mantra in there. As soon as I knew it was coming up, I would just say, so I started with be your excellent best. And I'm like, listen, you can only be your excellent best. Like every word in that phrase means something.
Yeah.
So it went on to some others, which I'm sure I'll share down the road. But at the end of the day, I find that I'm back to this first mantra that I used because I started back in I launched my business, and it is a little full circle, Joyce. I think you look up and you go, hey, I'm back to being a toddler, right? You know, or yeah, preschool, whatever the case may
Yep.
be. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, we are going to wrap this, but we will be back with another great question around how we got into the space we're in. And you can find us here. We're going to give you bite-sized pieces. I'll just give you a quick quip. My name is Cheryl Parks. I'm known around town as the sales growth coach, and I'm a sales accelerator coach, meaning that I collapse timelines to get you to accelerated revenue, which should also optimize your life.
Awesome, awesome. And I am Joyce Chesley Hayward. My company is Fusion for Business. I'm a profit maximizer. I believe in maximizing profits in our businesses, but not just financial profits. We have to profit in our businesses and our lives. So I believe that when we look at our business, we also have to look at our lives and the things that we love. And so my motto is that you have to love your business and love your life, because that is profit freedom.
Yeah, love it. We'll see you soon.
Bye.